Yeah, good evening, students. So, in the yesterday session, we are discussed about the concept of load balancing. Load balancing. That is, we are discussed about the concepts. One is application load balancing, application load balancing, and second one we are discussed network load balancing. Network load balancing we are discussed. Now, today's session, we are going to discuss about one of the important future in the cloud environment. That is, AWS is supporting the future, the auto scaling future. Auto scaling future. So, how it is applied, how it is implemented, the auto scaling feature. In this session, we are going to discuss. In this session, we are going to discuss. For that, For that, what are the steps we have to follow? For that, what are the steps we have to follow? That is to implement auto scaling feature. That is, whenever the festival season will came, Dasara and Deepavali, Amazon and the Flipkart companies they are offering more offers they are offering so that more number of customers are used those websites so that automatically servers burden will be increased so that what they are doing auto scaling feature is implemented means whenever the cpu utilization is reaching 70% of the cpu utilization 70% of the cpu utilization it is adding one more cpu one more cpu if it is less number of users are using that is 20% number of users are reduced, then the 20% CPU utilization is there, then it is removing CPU. It is removing one CPU. How it is implemented? That is by applying auto scaling feature. By applying the auto scaling feature, that is automatically adding the CPUs and removing the CPU that is depends on the traffic that is depends on the traffic that feature is nothing but the auto scaling feature. Now in this session we have to explain with the practically for that Amazon auto scaling it helps to maintain application availability and allows you automatically add or remove EC2 instances according to conditions you are defined. According to conditions you are defined. For this, we have to set minimum size, how many instances are running, what is the desired capacity that's you are defining, and the maximum size, maximum servers, how many servers you are using. That is, we have to define these setups: minimum size, desired capacity, and the maximum size. Those are auto scaling groups, dotted, which are represented as a auto scaling groups. Auto scaling groups. For that, what are the steps we have to apply to implement auto scaling feature? What are the steps we have to apply? The steps we have to apply, those are the steps we have to follow. Those are the steps we have to follow. That is, one is first step, we have to create launch configuration or launch template. That's the first step. Second step is we have to create topics in SNS. I'll tell you one of the future also in this session. That is a simple notification service. That is email service I have to explain. Whenever the one CPU is adding, then we are getting the alert from the message from the AWS. That is notification service we are alerting. For that, we are discuss the concept of simple notification service. We have to create the SNS and then we create the auto scaling group, the third step. The fourth step is we had to create the application load balancer. In the yesterday session we are discussed regarding the load balancer concept, and then we had to create the target groups. We had to create the target groups, And the next step is we have to create the alarms. One new service we are discussing in this session also, one more new service, that is alarm creation using the CloudWatch, using the CloudWatch. And then add policy in auto scaling feature. Those 7 steps we have to follow to apply the auto scaling feature, to apply the auto scaling feature. Here the first step is we have to create launch configuration or launch template. Launch configuration or the launch template. For that, I am using my AWS account. This is my AWS account. I have to click on the EC2 service. EC2 service. First, we have to check out in the EC2 dashboard. That is, there is no instances are running. Keypads are 0, instances are 0, security group is 1. That is the default security group. Default security group. So those are the 7 steps we have to follow. That is to apply auto scaling feature. To apply auto scaling feature. What is the first step? Create launch configuration or launch template. Create launch configuration or launch template, where launch configuration or launch template feature is there. That is in EC2 service. In EC2 service, scroll down. Here auto scaling is there. Under the auto scaling, launch configuration feature is there. This feature is outdated in December 30th, 2022. In the last semester, I am creating launch configuration. With that, I am using the auto scaling feature. Auto scaling feature. If you want to doubt, you have to click on auto scaling under the launch configuration. We have to click on that. You read this message. You read this message. What the message you are getting? What the message you are getting? Amazon Auto Scaling no longer adds support for new EC2 features to launch configuration and will stop supporting new EC2 instance types after December 31st, 2022. December 2022. So in the last semester, I am using, that is to apply the auto scaling feature, I am using launch configuration. That's the first step I am done. Now, what is the alternate it is providing the AWS? That is, it is recommended that the customers using launch configuration, which is migrated to launch templates. Launch template. So instead of if we are using launch configuration option, launch configuration service, we have to use the launch template. We have to use the launch template. If I am using that, the instances are not created. If I am using launch configuration feature, I follow the procedure, even though that I am not launching the instances. I am not launching the instances. This service is stopping December 31st, 2022, launch configuration feature. So that the alternate one is launch template feature is there. From the launch template, I am launching the instance. I am launching the instance. Wait, that feature is there. Wait, that feature is available. Here in EC2 service, under the instances, launch template is there. Click on launch template. Click on launch template. Now, this is already there. I have to delete this one. I have to delete this one. I have to delete this one. Okay. Now, here, under the instances, we have to choose the launch template. Launch template. Then here, we have to choose create launch template. Create launch template option. We have to give the template name. We have to give the launch template. I am given the template name is CSC template I am given. CSC template I am given. I copy and paste it in the notepad. In the notepad, CSC template I am using. And then if you want to use the template version also, we can use it. We can use it. Then the second step is we have to choose operating system image. Once you are creating the template, from that template, you are launching the instances one by one instances. One by one instances. No need to follow from the beginning step to ending step. No need to follow from the beginning step to ending step. That is, we are creating the template. The second step is, first step is we have to launch template name, we have to give it. Launch template name, we have to give it. For that, it is given the conditions also. Must unique to this account, maximum 128 characters, no spaces or special characters like those symbols we have to use. No spaces or special characters we are not using. Now, that's the first step I am doing. Next, second step is we have to choose the operating system images. That is the Amazon mission image, we have to choose it. Amazon mission image, we have to choose it. That is the second step we have to done. Second step we have to done. That is, that is, that is, I am chosen Amazon Linux mission image, I am chosen. Amazon Linux mission image, I am chosen. Then we have to choose the instant type. We have to choose the instant type. That is, I am choosing the instant type T2.micro. It is a free service. That's why I am choosing the T2.micro. T2.micro. It is providing 1 CPU, 1 GB memory is providing. Select the instant type T2.micro. T2.micro. Key pair. Key pair. I am creating the key pair. The key pair name I am given CSC template. CSC template key I am given. Private key file format, PEM format. Click on create key pair. Key pair is downloaded in my downloads option. Now, come to the network settings. Come to the network settings. I'm creating security group. That's I am creating the security group is CSC template security group I am given. CSC template security group I am given. This is the security group name I am given. This is a security group name I am given. Scroll down. I copy and paste it here in description also. Here in description also. Default virtual private cloud I am using as this. Now, you are using the template is for Amazon Linux. We have to add the security group. Here we are launching the Linux server. We have to choose the type is SSH. We have to choose it. Port is 22. Source type is anywhere. Source type is anywhere. Now, now we have to add the security group rule. That is, we have to enable the HTTP. Port range is 80. Source type is anywhere. Source type is anywhere. Scroll down. Now, advanced network configuration I am not touching. That is the storage 8 GB it is providing. I am not adding any additional volume of data. And in advanced details, I have to add the bootstrap script. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here I am adding the bootstrap script. The bootstrap script I am adding. This is the bootstrap script I am adding. This is the bootstrap script I am adding. I copy and paste it here. Copy and paste it first in the notepad. First in the notepad. From this, I have copy and paste it in the template. In the template. Without spaces, we have to add it. Scroll down. Click on create launch template. Click on create launch template. That is, template is ready. Template is ready. See here, CSC template. What is the template name I am given? CSC template. This is template is ready. Template is ready. Right. That the first step I am done. The first step I am done. I am creating launch template. Right now, this is not available in the AWS. This is outdated one. Create launch configuration. This is outdated from December 2022. Every month AWS is updated. Every month AWS is updated. So this feature is not there. This feature which is migrated into the launch template. You are using this service. We have to launch the templates. You have to launch the template. There, the first step I am done. The first step I am done. What is the next step? We have to create topics in SNS, simple notification service. Simple notification service. For that, for that, in the search box, we have to type it SNS, SNS, simple notification service. Click on that. We have to give the notification service, that is CSC SNS I am given. CSC, simple notification service. This is the name I am given. SNS name, this is the name I am given. CSC SNS I am given. Click on next step. We have to choose the type is standard. Name is CSC SNS. Name is CSC SNS. I am not chosen anyone. Click on create topic. Click on create topic. Now Amazon SNS. Here in the dashboard, we have to observe that. In the dashboard, we have to observe that. That is the CSC SNS is created. CSC SNS is created. On the topics, we have to observe that. Now we select this one. In subscription, there is no subscriptions are there. There is no subscriptions are there. I am not adding any email services till now. Till now, I'm not adding any email services. That's why the subscriptions are representing 0. Click on create subscription. Click on create subscription. Here, create subscription details. We have to fill this one. We have to fill this one. Protocol. It is providing. It is providing Amazon SQS, AWS Lambda service, email, email JSON, HTTP, SMS. The remainings are chargeable. The email is the free protocol. Email is providing the free service. That's why I am using the email service only. I am not using the SMS service. The SMS is chargeable. SMS is chargeable. That's why I'm not using the SMS service. I'm using the email service. I'm using the email service. End point is nothing but we have to enter the email. I'm enter my personal email ID. I'm enter my personal mail ID. That is my mail ID I am entering. That is Sheshadri1.u. 1.u. Scroll down. Scroll down. Click on create subscription. Click on create subscription. Now, what is the status? What is the status? Pending confirmation. Pending confirmation means notification is sent to your mail ID from the AWS. From AWS, you are getting the notification mail. From the AWS, you are getting the notification mail. If you are doubt, you have to check your mail ID. This is my personal mail ID. I am checking my personal mail ID. Now the time is 8:24. See that? See that? I got the message. I got the notification mail. We observe that. We observe that. 8:24. I got the message. Click on that. Confirm subscription. Confirm subscription. Now go to this one. Go to this one. Now we have to refresh your browser. AWS browser. AWS browser. Now what is the status? Confirm. The status is confirm. That is, I am applying notification service through email. Through email, I am applying. I am not using SMS. SMS is chargeable. That's why I am using the email service. I got the notification service. I got the notification mail from the AWS to my mail ID. To my mail ID. That's the second step I am done. The second step I am done. That is create topic in simple notification service. Now, to implement auto scaling feature, we had to create auto scaling group. Auto scaling group. The third step we had to done it. Third step we had to done it. Where that feature is there. Now, go to the services, EC2, EC2, scroll down, Scroll down here under auto scaling groups is there. Click on that. Create auto scaling. We have to give the auto scaling group name, that is CSC auto scaling. CSC auto scaling. This is the auto scaling group name I am given. This is the auto scaling group name I am given. CSC auto scaling group name I am given. Now launch template. Launch template. We are launching the instances from the template or switch to launch configuration. If we are switched to launch configuration, we are not launching the instances. That service is outdated from the AWS. That service is outdated on December 2020 to 31st. That's why I am using launch template option only. Which template I am creating? Which template I am creating? CSC template I am creating. CSC template I am creating. Click on this. CSC template is enabled here. Enabled here. Click on that. Click on that. Click on next option. Click on next option. Here we have followed the 7 steps. We have followed the 7 steps. Step 1 is I am choosing launch template. Second step is choose instant launch options. Launch options. Default VPC I am chosen. Default virtual private cloud I am chosen. Second step is availability zone. In the Mumbai region, the 3 availability zones are there. You have to select the availability zone 1A and 1B. 1C you don't choose it. Why? Because that is a T2.micro, it is not available. We have to choose these 2 availability zones. AP South 1A, AP South 1B. AP South 1A, AP South 1B. Click on next option. Then the third step is configure advanced options. Advanced options. We may choose no load balancer, attach existing load balancer, attach new load balancers. Suppose in my web server, I'm using 5 servers I'm using. 5 Linux servers I'm using. I want to balance the load. That's why mandatory I'm applying the load balancer concept. Till now, there is no load balancers are there. I'm deleting whatever I am creating in the earlier load balancers. Application load balancer and the network load balancer, they will be deleted. There is no load balancers are there in my AWS account. Now, I am attaching new load balancer. You may choose without load balancer. We have to attach an existing load balancer, or we may attach new load balancer. Select this one. Select this one. I told that in yesterday's session also to explain the load balancer. The companies are using the application load balancer and the network load balancer. Application load balancer, network load balancer. I am chosen the application load balancer. I am chosen application load balancer. Now we have to give the load balancer name. That is automatically it is suggesting the name. That is CSC auto scaling. Auto scaling 1 is there. I am given CSC auto scaling. Auto scaling load balancer. I am given the name is this one. I am given the name is this one. I am copying and paste it here. Paste it here in the notepad. Scroll down. Load balancer scheme is either internal we are applying or the internet facing. I am applying for the internet facing. I am applying for the internet facing. Scroll down. Scroll down. Protocol HTTP I am using. Now select new or existing target group. New or existing target group. I am create a target group. I am creating a target group. That is the name it is suggested CSC auto scaling load balancer target group. Load balancer target group. I copy and paste it here. Copy and paste it here on the notepad. Scroll down. Scroll down. Default health check is 300 seconds I am given. 300 seconds I am given. Click on next option. Click on next option. Now we observe very carefully. We observe very carefully. Desired capacity. Desired capacity. More than minimum capacity, we have to give the desired capacity. Minimum in my web server, minimum 2 servers are required. That the desired capacity, I am using 2 servers. Minimum is 1. Here in this slide, I am using. We have to fill in auto scaling feature. These 3 things we have to set it. Minimum size, desired capacity, and the maximum size. Desired capacity, always we have to give the minimum size. Greater than the minimum size, we have to give it. When compared to the minimum size, desired capacity value is more. When compared to the desired capacity, maximum size, we have to give more. We have to give more. I am given the desired capacity is 2. Minimum capacity is 1. Maximum, I need the 10 servers in my web server. In my web server. That's why I am given the maximum capacity is 10. Maximum capacity is 10 I am given. Right. Now, scroll down. Click on next option. Click on next option. The next step, fifth step is add notifications. Add notifications. Click on add notifications. In the beginning, in the second step, I am creating the SNS. What is the SNS I am creating? CSC SNS I am creating. CSC simple notification service I am creating. You click on this one. CSC, SNS, the email is also enabled. For what purpose you are getting alert message? You are getting the notification from the AWS. Launch the instance. You are getting the notification from the AWS. Terminate the instance. You are getting the notification from the AWS. Fail to launch. You are getting the notification from the AWS. Fail to terminate. We are getting the notification from the AWS. For those cases, we are getting the notification from the AWS. Click on next option. Click on next option. Here, tags we have to give it. Click on tag name. You have to give the key value. Key is name I am given. Value I am given web servers. Web servers. Web servers. Click on next option. The seventh step is the review it is showing. From step 1 to step 6, what we are followed, those steps one by one it is chosen. Step 1, we had to choose launch template or configuration. I am chosen launch template. Step 2, choose instance launch options. VPC default I am chosen. Availability zones 1A, 1B. Instance types requirement. In the step 3, load balancing I am applying. Application load balancer. Application load balancer. Health check 300 seconds I am given. Step 4, group size. Desired capacity 2 I am given. Minimum capacity 1 server is mandatory, is required minimum. But capacity, required capacity is 2 servers to run my web server. Minimum is 1. To run the web server, 2 servers are required. Maximum is 10 servers I am given. Maximum is 10 servers I am given. Now in the fifth step, I am add the notification SNS I am providing. For the event types, launch, terminate, fail to launch, fail to terminate. The sixth step I am given add tags for naming convention purpose. Key I am given name, value I am given web server. Click on create auto scaling group. Click on create auto scaling group. That this step I have done. This step I have done. That is create auto scaling group, create application load balancer, then create target group. Create target group. Click on this. Click on this. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here, automatic scaling. Click on this one. Click on this one. Now, before that, we have to check your mail ID. Check your personal mail ID. Observe that. Observe that we are getting the notifications. We are getting the notifications. See here, I got the notification 8:35. See that. This is, I got the notifications. That is, I got the notifications. Those notifications I got from the AWS. I got notifications from the AWS. Then what is the next step we have to follow? What is the next step we have to follow? That is, the next step we have to follow. The next step we have to follow. That is, I am click on this one, CSC Auto Scaling. CSC Auto Scaling. Click on this one. Click on this one. Activity. Yes. Now we'll see the instances. We'll see the instances. I am creating any instances right now? No. The two instances will be launched. Two instances will be launched. Two instances will be launched with the same name. With the same name. If you want to change that, Linux Web Server 1. This is the Web Server 2. You have to give the name. The instant ID is different. Both the instances are running. Why? Because you are given in the auto scaling group. We are using the launch template we are using. From that template, you are launching the instances. The desired capacity, I am given 2. I am given 2. That's why the two servers are running. The two servers are running. We observe that. Two servers are running. Two servers are running. Two servers are running. Then what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step? I am not implementing create alarm in CloudWatch. Alarms I am not providing till now. Alarms I am not providing till now. Now on the search box, we have to type CloudWatch. We have to type CloudWatch. Click on this. Click on this CloudWatch. Select under the alarms. You have to select in alarm option. Click on create alarm. Select metric. Select metric. We have to select the metric is EC2. Click on auto scaling group. Click on auto scaling group. Based on your client requirement, we have to choose the parameters. That is, generally we are chosen CSC auto scaling group. CSC auto scaling, that is the CPU utilization we have to choose it. CSC auto scaling, CPU utilization. Select this one. Select the metric. Select the metric. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here. Here. Threshold type is static. My threshold is reaching 80% of the CPU utilization. 80% of the CPU utilization. Click on next option. Click on next option. That is scroll down. Scroll down. Here I am given send notification. CSC notification I am given. Click on next option. We have to give the alarm name is the first alarm I am given. First alarm I am given. The first alarm I am given. Copy and paste it here. First alarm I am given. First alarm I am given. Click on next option. Click on next option. That is one alarm is created. One alarm is created. Go to the alarms. Go to the alarms. That is all alarms we have to click on. Go to the all alarms we have to click on. No alarms. Or dashboard we have to click on. Wait. All alarms. Click on create alarm. Select the metric. Select the metric. Choose EC2. Auto scaling group. Here I am creating CSC auto scaling. CPU utilization. Select metric. Scroll down. Threshold value 80. 80. Click on next option. Select the notification CSC SNS and then auto scaling action. Auto scaling action, that is I am given. Click on next option. Oh, it's not required. Okay. I am given next option. Alarm name. First alarm. First A1 I am given. First A1 I am given. First alarm I am given. First alarm I am given. Click on next option. I am not creating that one in the earlier. Create alarm. Create alarm. See that? First A1 is created. First A1 is created. That is CPU utilization is reaching 70%. One CPU is adding. One CPU is adding. Next, I am creating one more alarm. Click on create alarm. Select the metric. Select the metric. Choose AC2. Select by auto scaling group. We have to choose CSC auto scaling, depends on the client requirements. CSC auto scaling CPU utilization. This is the parameter we are chosen. Select metric. Select metric. Threshold type is static. Here, less than 20% of the utilization, CPU utilization, we have to remove the CPU. Click on next option. Click on next option. Select an existing SNS, that is CSC SNS I am given. CSC SNS I am given. Click on next option. Here I am given second alarm. Second A2 I am given. Click on next option. Scroll down. Scroll down. Create alarm. Now, second alarm is also creating. See that. That is insufficient data. Wait for a few minutes. Status is okay. Then we can click on that one. Wait. Okay. Now, the next step is we have to adding a policy into the auto scaling group. We have to adding a policy into auto scaling group. We have to adding policy into auto scaling group. Adding policy into auto scaling group. Auto scaling group. Insufficient data it is showing. Wait. It is taking time. Now, to add the policies, wait for a few minutes. This is insufficient data is showing. In alarm. Okay, I want to remove this one. Go for action, delete. I am creating the alarm. In alarm, click on create alarm. Select the metric EC2 by auto scaling group. Here we have to select CSC auto scaling, CPU utilization. Select metric, scroll down. Here we have to choose the threshold value. It is reaching 20% of the CPU utilization. Scroll down, click on next option. Here we have to choose the SNS option. That is SNS, CSC SNS I am given. Scroll down, click on next. Here we have to give the second alarm. Click on next option. Scroll down. Click on create alarm. Now we have to see all alarm. The insufficient data is there. Wait for a few minutes. Wait for a few minutes. Before that, I'm adding the policies also. I'm adding the policies also. Wait. Second alarm. I'm adding the policies in the EC2 service. In EC2 service, click on this. Click on this. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here in auto scaling group, I am creating CSC auto scaling group. Select this. Select this. Scroll down. Scroll down. Here. Here. We have to click on automatic scaling. Automatic scaling. Here we have to select create dynamic scaling policy. Create dynamic scaling policy. We have to choose the policy type, that is simple scaling. Simple scaling. Simple scaling. We have to give the CloudWatch alarm name, that is first it is enabled. First it is enabled. That is, take the action. That is, when the CPU utilization is reaching 80%, 80% CPU utilization, then it is adding one more CPU. Desired capacity, that is to run my web servers, to run my web server, the two servers are running. When the CPU utilization is reaching 80%, then it is adding, that the first alarm is 80% I am setting in CloudWatch. In CloudWatch first A1, I am setting the CPU utilization 80%. We have to take the action, that is we have to add one CPU. That is the capacity units, one CPU is adding. But the time is taking 300 seconds. 300 seconds means 5 minutes it is taking the time to add one more server, one more server. Now we have to give the policy name. We have to give the policy name, scaling policy name, that is adding I am given. That is auto scaling adding. Auto adding I am given. Auto adding I am given. Copy and paste it here. Copy and paste it here. Copy and paste it here. Click on create option. One dynamic policy I am adding. Then that is more number of customers are used that website. Adding server. I am adding. Now I am adding one more thing also. Create dynamic scaling policy. Take the policy type is simple scaling. Policy name is auto removing. Auto removing. Auto removing. Now copy and paste it here. Copy and paste it here. Now CloudWatch alarm, you have to select the second one. Why? Because the CPU utilization 20% only, it remove the CPUs, it remove the server. That's why we have to choose the alarm, second alarm. Second alarm. Take the action. What is the action we are taken? We are not adding, we are removing. We are removing. We have to choose this option. Capacity units, one server we have to remove. One server we have to remove. How much time it is taking? 300 seconds means 5 minutes it is taking time. Click on create option. Click on create option. Click on create option means I am applying the create dynamic scaling policy. That is in the last step I am done. Last step I am done. Now go to the instances. Go to the instances. Go to the instances. How many servers are running? Two. I'm not adding practically. That is adding CPU practically. Why? Because I am not given any heavy workload to the servers. That's why I'm not adding any servers adding right now. But one more thing I am showing practically. That is wait for few minutes. I'm not given any CPU utilization. Whenever it is reaching to the 20% of the utilization, then automatically you will get the notification to your mail IDs after the 5 minutes. Then this server The instance state is terminated. Instance state we are getting terminated. Wait for 5 minutes. Why? Because I'm given the time also. I'm given the time also. 5 minutes time I am given. 300 seconds I am given. 300 seconds I am given. Those are the steps we have to follow. All the steps I am providing. All the steps I am providing step by step. Everything is there. Everything I am providing. At the last, whatever you are creating for this service, we can delete all those things. We can delete all those things. Delete auto scaling, delete load balancer, delete target groups, delete topic, delete alarm, everything we can delete it after completion of your usage. Wait, wait for 5 minutes. Wait for 5 minutes. In this session, I'm showing practically how you got the notifications from the AWS to your mail IDs. For that, I am using the service. For that, I am using the service simple notification service. SNS I am given. And also, I am explaining in this session launch template feature. I'm not launch the instances and then I'm not adding to the auto scaling. Auto scaling. I'm creating the template, launch template. From that template, I am using auto scaling group. Auto scaling group. Auto scaling group. That's why the desired capacity 2 I am given in auto scaling. It is automatically running. The two servers are running. Two servers are running. And then I am adding one more feature in auto scaling, that is CloudWatch. Alarms are also I am providing. Alarms are also I am providing. That is, when the CPU utilization is reaching, more number of customers are there, CPU utilization is reaching 80% of the threshold value, then it is adding one more CPU. The CPU utilization is 20%, then it is removing the server, removing the server. That is, after the 5 minutes, definitely one server is terminated. One server is terminated. That is nothing but the auto scaling feature. Based on your business requirement, the more number of burdens are there for the servers, that is CPU utilization is reaching 80%, one CPU is adding, the CPU utilization is reaches 20% only, then it removes the server. It removing the server. That is adding and removing is done automatically. That is we are implemented in the auto scaling feature. Auto scaling feature. We have got the notification mails. We got the notification mails from the SNS option. From the SNS options. SNS options. Wait for few minutes. Then that server is deleted. That server is deleted. I'm not given any work. Any queries? Raise your hands. Meanwhile, any queries? Raise your hands. Any queries? Raise your hands. In this session, I am explaining with hands-on auto scaling feature. Auto scaling feature. I am explaining to explain the auto scaling. I have to explain the features. SNS feature I am explaining. CloudWatch, that's the alarms feature I am explaining. And also launch template feature also I am explaining. Launch template feature also I am explaining. Any queries? Any queries? No? Yeah. Observe that. What is the status we are getting after the 5 minutes? After the 5 minutes, what is the status you are getting for one server? Terminated. Terminated. That is, that is auto scaling feature. Auto scaling feature. I'm not done anything. I'm not done anything. Automatically, the server is terminated. The CPU utilization only 20%. Then it removes one server. It removes one server, but minimum one server is running. Minimum one server is running. If you want to doubt, we have to check this one. We have to check this one. That is, we observe that minimum one server is required. Now, there is no CPU utilization. Desired capacity is scroll down one only. Maximum 10 servers I am using. Depends on my business. Depends on my traffic. Depends on the customers. Maximum 10 servers I want to use. That's why maximum 10, minimum 1, desired capacity 2 I am given. There is no CPU utilization. Only CPU utilization is 20%. That's why it is deleted the server, that is terminated. Terminated. We observe that I have not done any practically. It's done automatically. That is the auto scaling feature. I got the message or not? I got the SNS option I am given. You have to check it my mail ID. See that. See that. Auto scaling termination for group CSC auto scaling. Server is deleted. The CPU utilization only 20%. No need of two servers. No need of two servers. One server is enough. One server is enough for your business. No wastage of money. So that is terminated. That is terminated. I got the notification mail from the AWS. What the time? 8:57. I got the notification mail. I got the notification mail from the AWS. That's about the auto scaling feature. That's about the auto scaling feature. Any queries? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. After completion of your service, we have to delete one by one. First, delete auto scaling, delete load balancer, delete target group, delete traffic, delete alarms also. Delete alarms one by one after completion of your service. Now, auto scaling group, how we have to delete this? How we have to delete this one? Select this, go for delete option. You have to type delete. You have to type delete. That is deleting. That is deleting. Now, load balancers. One load balancer you are creating. You are creating at the time. Select this, go for actions, delete load balancer, confirm, delete load balancer you are deleting. Target groups you are creating while applying the auto scaling. Those target groups we are creating. We can delete. Go for actions, delete, delete. Now, I'm creating CloudWatch alarms also. CloudWatch alarms also. You can type it. Go for this. CloudWatch, CloudWatch, alarms. Select these two. Select these two. Go for action. Delete. Alarms I am deleting. SNS also I am providing. Go for SNS. Go for simple notification service. Topics. Select this. Delete. Delete me. Delete me. delete it, delete it. Subscriptions also we have to delete it. Go for that, delete, delete. Now click on the EC2 service, click on the EC2 service, go for instances, see that those servers will be terminated. Those servers will be terminated. Go for EC2 dashboard, go for EC2 dashboard. There is no instances are running. Key pair is one. How we have to delete that key pair? Select that, go for action, delete. Type delete option, type it. That is key pair is deleted. Go for EC2 dashboard, security groups. I am creating, this is the security group I am creating. Go for actions, delete security group, delete it. The security group is deleted. The default security group is there, that's we can default as it is. Go for EC2 dashboard, refresh it, see that, see that. Instances 2 is there, they can be terminated permanently. It is taking time, 1 hour time. On the Mumbai region data center, it is deleted permanently. That's about the auto scaling feature. Any queries, raise your hands. Otherwise, I terminate the session. Thank you.